Is anyone not here? Speak now.
I'm not here. It's actually my cat pretending to be me.
You know what? I probably believe that.
He's got a really high deception skill.
Clearly.
Sir
Wait.
Cattington.
Yeah,
Wait, I thought he had a very high coloring skill.
that too. He's cousin of Sir Barrington, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly a very talented cat. Anyway, kill some of your area.
Yeah.
Cool. In that case, let's get started. For mostly for Bacon's benefit, what happened last week?
You mean you didn't watch the video?
No.
The VOD that I so lovingly edited together.
It was part of my to-do list. It was just on the bottom of the to-do list.
Wow. There's me thinking I was
Wow.
getting a very dedicated player here. Yeah.
Several hundred people that aren't even playing this game were watching that.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Then why the heck didn't they set me the update?
That's it. It's everybody else's fault. That's how.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
Well.
Right. What are my notes? Okay. So.
Oh yeah, shit, mine.
We went fishing against all rational advice.
Yeah, we managed to talk our way out of the fight, and that's fine. We're actually now in quite well with the people of Bremen, having generously donated all the stuff that was on the sleds, pretty much. Some of which turned out to be either stolen or counterfeit.
Mhm.
So, yeah. And
They
then,
also took the bodies away,
yeah,
and they were like, "Oh, thank you, blah 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 blah."
the bounty, the elf guy was somewhere from like way, way away, so we weren't going to realistically get that bounty for ourselves. Sadly.
Yeah,
And then there was a drunk
and
dwarf
we
and
destroyed
fishing.
the bounties anyway. Yeah, like we were in the pub, and he was like, I was here last night, and you said you'd go fishing for me, and all, etc., etc., etc. So we did a bit of fishing actually, and we caught 7 trout,
Yep.
Right.
and we also met a very nice lake monster.
Oh yeah, it was charming.
It was charming. After getting fed up, Vaden blew his horn at him, and he appeared. And that sounds so fucking weird. And we had a conversation. Turned out to be awakened, and was terrorizing the fisherman because the person who awakened him told him to. Otherwise, he would go back to being dumb.
But he was dumb because he wouldn't listen to the party wizard.
You're very
And he was-
unpersuasive arguments, according to the dice rolls.
Yeah, I feel like the dice kind of let us down there slightly.
It did, yeah.
For what it's worth, it was like an extremely difficult sell on that, so don't feel too bad.
Okay.
I mean, to be quite fair, when a kobold wizard is trying to sell me something, I would also have doubts.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
point.
true.
Yeah. I should have probably asked if I could use my intelligent mod for persuasion. But meh.
But, I mean, there's a problem with that as well. Would you believe a kobold's intelligent?
That's also true.
You got a good point there.
Racists, the lot of you.
No, it's just called being realistic.
Like I'm saying,
you're
there's a reason all the kobolds are kobold sorcerers and not kobold wizards. Just saying.
I mean, we do make a living by, trapping and tricking adventurers. So,
Exactly.
yeah. So we outsmart them.
Sure.
I was going to say, I don't see where the talent of roping adventures in with a plot hook is, but
We also went back to this elven lass, Tally, who told us about the lake monster beforehand and told her about it. And she also said that there was a moose up in Lonelywood, right?
Correct.
Near Lonelywood. That also talked and stuff, but she thought it was no more than rumours, but she sort of, now it makes a bit more sense to her or whatever. And we also attempted to open the lockbox, but realised that no one in the party has thieves' tools or proficiency with thieves' tools. So this is going to be a fun campaign.
Well, no, that just sounds like the reason for our in-house wizard to get the Nox skill. Or something like that.
But it's not exactly stealthy, is it?
No.
Or we could just go get the key.
Then again, we also have a Goliath, so portable ram.
A Goliath who's already overweight if you use the
Weak as shit.
variant
What?
rules. Oh yeah, and it's racist and it's not racist when you say my Goliath is weak as shit when he's when all
As
Goliaths
a
are meant to
former
be...
weak as shit Goliath. No, it's not racist.
Sure. But yeah. I think that's about it, really. Oh, and we devised a plan of like going to the main hall and searching Torg's body for the key for the lockbox.
Sadly, Philbo wouldn't let us summon the lockpicking lawyer.
No. That's mean.
I need to be level 5 for that.
Oh yeah, Tasha's lets you summon constructs, doesn't it?
I'm a conjuration wizard, so I have no idea actually what level I would need to be.
The summon, all the summon spells from Tasha's is level 3 spells, so level 5. And I think there's one level 4 one. I was looking at them last night. They're quite interesting, actually. It's like an undead spirit and all sorts. Elementals.
But yeah. I think that's about everything. I'll agree with that bug again. Let's fix that one. Oh well. Okay, so what's the plan, guys?
Go and see if we can get the key that dwarf stole from us. I think.
Yeah, that's probably our best, see if we can plan
Uh,
our way to getting some cash.
on this map.
Also, please keep me updated on whether Foundry seems more stable tonight. I mean, I'm saying everyone's pointers like pretty much perfectly, so I'm assuming it is better. But
yeah, I've not lost connection for like split seconds yet.
Yeah,
It seems better.
Same.
Excellent.
Yeah. What? So our current objective is to find key. Then.
We've got a box full of money we can't get at until we do.
So find key. Okay.
Go to the town hall. Ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have like confiscated. There's no way they wouldn't have found it, right? You don't search your pocket and not find a huge key. So they probably got it all of the all of those possessions like in storage somewhere or something. So I bet Town Hall's the best bet.
Okay. We should probably let the talkative guy talk as well.
Fair enough. Okay, so we head over to the town hall. Seems to be business as usual. We're around what, lunchtime by this point? I'm assuming you stayed at the inn overnight and had a rest and back up in the morning and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
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 I'll take a
You're
take a long rest.
you're a little
I
on the
was gonna say-
quiet side, Phil. Just so you know,
Weird. How about that?
that's a bit better.
I turned you
Okay.
down, I think. Just turn him up in Discord.
Yeah, I've got him at max already. So
Really?
yeah,
Oh, okay. I'll
know
see if
what
I can
that's
tweak a little
about.
bit. I don't think I've really changed
that's
anything.
acceptable now. You were quite a bit quieter than
Right,
everyone else
okay.
before.
Let's see.
Is there a long rest button somewhere?
There is.
There should be, yeah.
Mhm. On when you open your sheet, look at your character token, and it's the little bed
Oh, it's
symbol.
up there. Okay, yes.
Is that any better?
A little bit.
Yeah, okay. I'll poke about it a little bit. Something might just reset. Because I was mucking about with the settings a little bit the other day. And now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Weird. Anyway. So yeah, you just head on and we'll be at the town hall after a little bit of night's rest. And I'm assuming paid up at the buried treasure. We'll not worry about that. Yeah, right at the town hall. What's the plan of action?
Where is the town hall? Just out of interest. Don't think we've got that. Oh, it is marked there. Okay.
So you'll see if you look through roughly the top third left of the map, it says Town Hall, and then it's blue out. There's a massive arrow pointing to a building.
No, can't see it. Sorry, I have to make it more obvious.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, I can't ping.
Is the ping module not there?
I don't know. I might need to check that.
I don't know how I didn't see that, but I think I was
Supposedly it is.
I was looking down at buried treasures, I suppose, and then just don't really have an excuse apart from being rubbish.
Yeah, pings aren't working for some reason. I mean, I can
That's
still
fine.
do. I know I can still do that. I can still do. I can still force like.
That your ping works, not ours, I don't think.
Mine does.
Yours does?
Well,
Okay.
I think.
Oh, there we go. It just takes a
Top
while
right.
to...
Oh, it
Yeah.
does work.
Oh, it's a layer thing. Okay. Give me a second. I'll see if I can tweak the.
Oh, I can't ping on the map.
Ah, weird. That'll be an issue with the actual module, probably not showing on top. That'll be the latest Foundry update that's screwed with that bit.
Yeah, must have.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, whatever.
We can see pointers anyway.
Yeah.
That's.
Okay then.
Oh god.
What's that doing?
Wait, let's sort this out another time, shall we?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. It's a layer thing. Don't worry too much about it. Okay. Oh, that's better at least. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, you arrive at the town hall. Just no, there isn't really like a front desk as such. It's it's more like a sort of larger house, and anyone sort of received in the sort of like downstairs sort of living room as such.
Is there like a secretary to the speaker? Someone else
Sort of. Yeah. So you see the assistant that was sort of like helping him along yesterday. Sort of she's down there and sort of sees and sort of looks up and oh hi, can I help you?
Yeah, Tobias responds and says, yes, I speak for my group. Gestures behind him. I guess everyone's with him in the town hall, right?
So no, I mean, knowing this group, they're probably all standing off at the corner looking in at you, not actually. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. He gestures to whoever's behind him and continues. You might remember us from the other day where we had a slight altercation with a group of scam artists and bandits. Do you remember?
Quite. What can I do for you today?
Through a complicated series of events, we lost a key to said scam artists and bandits. And before the deal was made with the speaker, I was unable to recover it, and I was wondering if any of these personal possessions, any of these possessions of the bandits were recovered somewhere for us to recover the key. Would this be possible?
So it pauses for a little second. It's like, I think so. We did go through the pockets and did a quick, check for personal possessions. Let me go check the yeah. So it walks off, sort of like pondering. Goes into like one of the side rooms and sort of brings out like a small chest of bits and pieces. It all seemed to be like largely personal effects. It seems to almost be more like a lost and found box rather than a box of any specific, order or purpose. And there's like 3 or 4 like random keys in there. I'm not sure which one came yesterday, but you're welcome to them all if you want, I guess. They're lost keys after all.
Okay, very well, thank you.
Garvek will wander over at this point, sort of try and have a look into the box, see if there's anything else of interest.
Yeah, not really. It's like random like little scrimshaw trinkets and other bits and pieces you may find in the Icewind trinket table.
I guess Tobias will try each key one after another then.
Sure.
Probably not in the town hall.
He just said he did, so...
I mean, I'm not going to, open the box and then, display all the contents to everyone. It's just going to be, turn the key, if it works, it works. I don't think that's too suspicious or anything.
Sure. Third key, you try, gets, the full, 360 sort of motion. And there's a muted, but sort of satisfying unlocking. You can sort of you more feel it rather than sort of hear it or notice it, since the lid's a little bit heavier and there seems to be some sort of padding perhaps on the inside that's made the mechanism a bit smoother, or that sort of thing.
Cool. Yeah, locking the box back up and then withdrawing the key. I guess he'll just gesture it, smiling to the rest of the group. And I guess he'll give the box over to Garvek. He'll just give the box to Garvek, seeing as he seemed curious about it.
Sweet.
And then Tobias would ask the group.
I'll leave that for Phil to decide what happens there.
Fair enough. You know what? He hands it over to you, and you're basically carrying it around your knees, like full on, like, the correct sort of lifting procedure for anything heavy. You've got to about sort of step 3 of that, and you've got it like off the ground, but your knees are still bent, and you're sort of like arms at full extension.
6 inches off the floor then.
Yeah, basically.
Rythel's just gonna tisk. That's not how you lift stuff.
My horde.
I suppose at this point,
She was obviously the health and safety officer on her pirate ship, obviously.
Clearly.
Would I have seen like a little hand cart at any point?
That would seem reasonable, yeah.
Can I like make a scaled down version just to fit the box on?
For the purposes of this, absolutely.
Yeah. So I would like to do that.
Fair enough. So, I mean, you're going to have to drop the thing first, obviously, to free your hands up.
Sure.
Fair enough. You drop your appropriately sized treasure trove to the ground, wiggle your hands and say the right phrases.
I don't know if it's actually got components for it. I think it's just a...
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just you sort of say it and do it, right? Whatever. Either way, an appropriately scaled down, very simple cart appears. With a little flatbed on it that's almost exactly the right size for the strongbox.
Right.
And with that check, I'm happy enough to say you hefted on up.
I did consider helping out,
Yeah.
but it was far too amusing to watch.
once this ordeal is complete, I guess Tobias would gesture everyone outside of the town hall.
Garvik will quite happily trundle along with this.
Oh, one little second. I think I know how to fix the ping issue. Carry on.
Okay. And again, like holding the strongbox in front of everyone, he would ask, game! Game gone, me scared.
Oh, I didn't fix it. Oh well.
The world has vanished. We're plunged into a void of nothingness.
Orlok.
It'll reconnect in a second. Don't worry.
After everyone's shuttled outside, Tobias would again gesture with the strongbox before putting it into some sort of generous sized pocket inside his coat. Are we in agreement that this is for party use? And that we don't have to split it up awkwardly?
Sure. As long as you're not planning on running off with it in the night.
The amount in here is hardly worth betraying all of you for it.
Ursula just kind of snorts. Yeah, I've seen
So 3
people
sessions later,
stab each other in the
is
back
in the
over far
box?
less.
So,
Killsum's known since session 1, by the way.
I know he has. What's in the box?
so Tobias would, I guess, kneel down, open the box in front of Garvik, and he would say, 92 gold pieces, 70 silver, some copper, and 7 cut gemstones.
Yeah, I've definitely seen people betray each other over less than that.
We've wiped out entire tribes for less than that.
So, Phoenix, would you mind sharing just how much you thought was in that?
I thought it was like 4,000 gold pieces.
It wouldn't even fit in the box.
I didn't know it. Like, you could put 400 platinum in it.
Party market. Oh, damn it. Whatever. There you go. That's what's inside it.
Same difference.
And after showing Garvik, he would close the box, lock it, put it back into his coat.
How much did you say buying a tavern would cost, Phil?
About 1,000, wasn't it?
10 times that.
Yeah.
Feel free to add that to the party marker or split it among yourselves, whatever works.
Yeah, how do we want to do it? Should we just split it and then we can?
Well, having one fixed point for fund would be useful. It's just, who do we trust with that money?
So I'm going to put it on the party sheet, and we can figure out exactly how it's getting split later. And
Just give it all to Thella, the pirate. She's definitely trustworthy with money.
No, we must give it to the kobold. He's definitely more trustworthy.
I'm not sure any of us really deep down trust anyone else fully with all the money that the party possesses. Let's be honest.
I sure hope not at this stage.
Perhaps we should split it or something. But what to do next then? Like, our objectives in Bremen are, well, more or less done.
We should probably head back to where we started off then and report back in.
We could do.
Don't know if there's anything else we really need to do here. I mean, we don't have any particular leads on Ravicin.
We could ask around.
It's true. That sounds like just an excuse to try all the different taverns, in which case I'm in. Was it Bryn Shander we started at?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, unless anyone else has any other suggestions.
What would you be asking people about?
If they had heard of this Ravicin druid person who seems to not like the town very much.
Something tells me we're not going to get that much from like, you know, fisherman types.
Probably not.
Rumors,
No.
really.
I think it's worth asking the innkeepers though.
The buried treasure seems like the place where we might get the most potential for hearing something interesting or useful.
You did like us, so. Yeah, I guess so.
I think the one person who'd probably know the most would be the town speaker, no?
That too. We are like outside.
Did we not ask that already of them, or am I thinking of someone else? No, I'm thinking of the drunk dwarf guy, aren't I? The guy that wanted us to fish. He hadn't heard anything. Yeah, okay, let's ask the speaker then. Fel's gonna, I don't know, knock on the door again, I guess?
Oh, we're at Buried Treasures, are we?
I thought we were still
Oh.
outside the town hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of assume you're back at the
Okay, yep,
town hall, yeah.
Town Hall it is, yeah, that's cool.
Okay, fair enough. You knock on the door again, and this time, it comes to the door and it's like, "You're back."
There was actually one other thing we wanted to ask about, and then forgot, and then we remembered. We're organised like that. Would you
So I
have,
can see.
would you have happened to have heard of an individual called Ravazin? A druid?
Not a name that's come up around here.
Right. Well, just for your information, they appear to be the one that's harassing the fishermen, or has caused a monster to harass the fishermen.
Noted. Were you not out in the lake yesterday?
Yes.
Did you encounter it?
Yes. Turns out it talks.
Right. And did you slay the beast?
Well, for one thing, nobody paid us to, and for another thing, trying to fight a dinosaur thing from a couple of fishing boats which weren't in the best nick to begin with didn't seem like the sensible choice.
She looks a little bit, I don't want to say offended, but
If you want to offer us... Sorry.
Yeah, that's maybe that sort of vague direction of an emotion.
If a sufficient reward were to be forthcoming for disposing of this creature, we might reconsider doing it again.
No, I'm not doing that again. No.
It's fine, just ignore the cowardly one. It's just, it definitely better be worth our while.
Tobias would interject at this point and ask, look, we don't need to waste your time, but we thought perhaps the people in charge of the town would best know about the threats to the town, but maybe that wasn't the case.
No, thank you for telling us. I maybe I was misjudging you all. I thought since you dealt with the bandits, you would have been, I don't know, perhaps the sorts to deal with a threat like that to the town. I guess not.
We are capable of dealing with the threat to the town, but perhaps it doesn't involve slaying the beast.
Hence us trying to find out information about this Ravazin character. It would be preferable if we didn't have to fight in small, rickety fishing boats, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I can appreciate that. Well, do you know when you might be able to solve this?
I thought I shrugs and goes, well, as soon as we can find out when and where this, this person is, hiding out, what their motives are.
It seems a talking moose
Oh yeah, we also heard about talking moose.
is the next clue.
Seems quite far-fetched, but I suppose no more far-fetched than a lake monster.
Talking lake monster.
Quite.
I guess Tobias would say, well, thank you. Apologise for wasting your time, but we'll be going to solve this, I suppose.
Well, if you do, please come back and we'll see if we can accommodate some sort of reward for you. You have been awfully helpful, and I don't want to be rude, but if you get it sorted, we'll see then.
I guess Tobias will give him a... Is it a woman?
Yep.
Okay. Tobias will give her a a smile and a nod, and I guess lead the party off towards buried treasures. That is where we're going, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
And as we're going, Ethela's going to ask, just kind of rhetorically, generally out loud, so, party funds can be used to cover bar tabs, right? Just asking for informational purposes.
Hardly seems fair, says the 2-foot-tall kobold.
I think Party Fund would afford everything within reason. Within reason being the emphasized term there.
You're not fully convinced Athela took that bit on board, but yeah.
Well, for the record, you were charged 2 silver pieces ahead for the last night, so you're 8 silver pieces down as it is. Too far. That was a room and a breakfast, which I mean, admittedly, it was more knucklehead trout, but it was it was like lightly smoked. It was pleasant enough.
Don't know if we've done any serious drinking yet. And now I'm wondering how much booze can a centaur hold?
Hopefully not enough to kill a horse.
I mean, we're getting into questions of, does she have 1 liver? Does she have 2? How does it work? Who knows? Anyway.
Gotta be careful though, horses can't throw up.
Does that apply to centaurs though?
Who knows?
I mean, insects can't throw up either, so. Anyway.
We're just going to end up with a bunch more centaur biology memes in the chat channel now, aren't we?
Pretty much.
Like, how do you wear trousers?
I don't kind of imagine that she does, to be honest. She's probably got like horse. What is it they call it? Barding? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for armor, you've got to pay for barding and, like, human armor as well.
Yeah. Although, as she's a barbarian, doesn't actually have any armor, just some furs to keep
Very
warm.
good point.
So, yeah. What's the plan, guys?
Booze, and also ask questions.
Intelligence gathering.
Yes.
All right. So, he's head on back to buried treasures. The innkeeper is happy to see you again. But anyone even bother to ask for a name over the last evening, or? I'm going to take the silence as a no.
Nope.
I mean, do you ask for the barkeep's name when you go to the pub?
No.
Fair enough then.
I worked in a pub, but it was very rare anybody asked me my name.
Well, fair enough then. So yeah, you sit on down. You get treated like the royalty. She treats all her guests, and is of course only too happy to treat us out for drinks and get us all sat down at a nice table and all that sort of stuff.
Are there many other people here?
No, it's the middle of the day. People have jobs.
Ah, How boring. Oh well, we'll just have to pass the time somehow.
Do they in a fishing village where there's a lake monster trying to eat everything?
People got to keep busy, man. And you know, you can't.
Hence the 5 bars in the middle of town.
I mean, those guys have got an excuse to not be busy. Everyone else, not so much.
Well, I guess we'll ask her then. The nameless barkeeper. If she's heard of anyone called Ravison, or anyone that might have a particular grudge against the town.
She says she has never heard the name before.
Don't think anyone in town knows Ravison, to be honest.
Someone does, because he's pissed off at something.
Yeah, but perhaps the moose might tell us a bit more.
And if not, we can eat it and have some nice moose burgers.
I'm betting we're not going to hear anything at all from any of the taverns.
No, I don't.
We've only heard anything about the druid from the monster itself. Like everyone else in the town has been just terrified of this monster.
I find it,
and we've heard nothing.
I find it weird that somebody would have a grudge against the entire town, and nobody in the town would know why someone would have a grudge against the entire town.
Oh, he mentioned that the druid was working for Oriel, didn't he?
I
Who's Oriel again?
don't remember that bit.
No.
Yep, this great campaign, guys. Great campaign.
I mean, this is why I took the keen mind feat.
Playing Curse of Strahd. Who's this Strahd guy?
Oh, the
Frost Maiden herself.
Oh, the Frost Maiden herself. We'll just call her the Frost Maiden then.
Well, that's it's kind of an accurate name. It is Oriel, so.
All right.
It's my first time playing D&D, you guys, honest.
Yeah, none of you guys have ever played like any sort of D&D or 40k or no sort of RP before ever, so
We're all totally new at this.
I can tell.
Perhaps he's just been assigned to Bremen to,
Point on a map, like destroy this place.
Well, annoy these people
Go.
more. It's probably Oral's thing.
I don't know. Cutting off the major food supply is pretty. It's a little bit more than annoying.
So is having no summer.
So what's this big house on the hill over here?
Hilariously, that's not
North-
actually mentioned
northwest.
anywhere.
Oh, really?
Genuinely.
Wow. Like,
I mean, we'll say it's this. We'll say it's the speaker's house, not simply the town hall. It's like the speaker's actual house. So he'll spend, all his, spend most of his days in the town hall with his assistant. But we'll.
I think we should go find out.
Okay, your session, guys. You spend it how you want.
Fuck it. Let's go to.
I mean that's 45 minutes gone already. So you guys take your pick. We can do another 45. Go and see what the house is all about if you really want. I don't mind.
Fucking shut up, Phil. Let's go to.
Feel free.
Fuck's sake.
Let's go then.
No.
Out into the snow.
Let's go see what the house is about. Come on.
How far away is it?
That's what I'm checking now. It's 2 miles roughly. Wait, no, 14 miles roughly.
I was
14.4
I was
miles.
going to see if it was
14.
within firebolt range.
Oh, the house.
Gee, that'll go down well.
That was the plan.
Let's go to Lonelywood and find this fucking moose. Or do you
Fine.
guys want to stop up at
No,
Bryn
today's as
beforehand?
good a day as any to be killed by a moose.
Sure, okay.
I mean, I could throw you into the fucking lake if you wanted to.
Wow, this is a really cohesive party we've got going on here.
I noticed.
Brotherly love.
Be a good snack for it.
If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to send in your favourite fan fiction and any illustrations. Just forward them to Pointy, and I'm sure he'll send the best of them to the rest of us.
Sure.
It's PointyJedi@gmail.com, right?
Something like that.
Did I just get rid of the party marker?
Yeah, you basically threw it into Bremen functionally.
Whoops.
Because there's
I only clicked on it.
yeah, there's really shiny. I say shiny. There's basically like
Is it teleport
hyperlinks.
points?
Yeah,
Oh,
teleport
okay.
points. Yeah.
Do not touch the thing.
Nice.
Right. Okay. Bryn Chanda or Lonelywood?
We could, I think, go via Bryn Shanda.
Pub crawl?
It's not that far out of the way.
Like
So,
Bremen,
do you want to...
Targos, Tourmaline?
Do you want to go and talk to the dwarf lady then? Tell her we've killed him and...
Gain
then-
no information whatsoever.
Yeah, and gain no information and then fuck off to Lonelywood.
We are terrible detectives.
But wait a second, is
That's
well,
what you
no,
get
wait.
when you hire complete random strangers on the street.
Well, no. She
the
hired
bar.
us to deal with it, right? Didn't she say that we're supposed to deal with it?
He was her prime suspect, which is what she said.
Yeah, but what exactly did she ask us to find him or to take care of him?
I don't know.
Because that defines.
Garvek casts his mind back and
I think
seems to
he-
remember that she said exactly. Phil, help me out.
It was exactly to figure out if he was the killer and to deal with him without informing the authorities.
Ah,
Well, we didn't tell the authorities, did we?
Technically,
We should-
no.
We should
No.
probably dig him up as well.
oh yeah, he's still there.
Fuck it, let's fucking get out of town, dig the fucker up, and take him to...
Yeah, I think
Fucking
we
boss
better
lady.
decide before Phil drops a Tarask on us.
There's a scroll of summon Tarask in this campaign. Don't tempt him.
There
I
is.
agree. Let's just get this business done with Bryn Shanda. It might lead on to something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough then. So,
Fuck me.
Bremen to Targos.
Suddenly 50 owl bears.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, can I have some of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Bremen Targos is
Digging up a
Until
body on the way as well.
oh yeah, digging up the body on the way. So it takes us about 4 hours to get that far. Oh dear. It's that one again. I think I'm not quite annoyed at you yet for that.
Fucking hell.
Oh, okay.
Be impatient.
Warp fuckery table. Here we go.
It's his walk fuckery tables.
Did I put that on? Huh. Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, 4 hours go by. It's fairly fairly uneventful. So, middle of the day, nothing weird or wonderful really happening. So,
See you, party token.
Oh, how do I
Alright.
change that?
Tiger to Brindan. Just fucking go.
Anyway, that's me saying BRB.
cool. Fair enough. So you make it as far back as Thingamajig.
Ah, yes.
Targus.
Oh, that famous town.
The famous town Thingamajig, yes. Okay, and I assume you're just cracking on, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Stop
Fair
messing with the guards and stuff because we're carrying a dead fucking body.
That's okay then.
It's
So
kind
yeah.
of a bounty.
It's another 2 hours to Bryn Shander then. Fair enough. So it's about tea time, give or take.
Going back to the tavern we were at before, I guess, and the Northlook. Find Dwarf Lady. I don't actually know her name.
Was it?
It was Hlyn Trollbane.
There you go.
Yes.
Correct.
Ooh.
So yeah, welcome to Bryn Shander. Oops. Stay there. So yeah, he's head on back, and it being sort of around tea time, the standard group of harder looking folks, shall we say, are collecting in the Northlook and starting to make a bit of a rabble. Everyone's tired and blowing off a little bit of steam. The drinks are starting to head on round. There's plenty of fresh drinks on the table. Everyone's just sort of starting to get stuck in for the night. And yes, the sort of tavern keeper, barman, whatever you want to call him, sort of nods at yous and points towards, funny enough, the same booth you were at the other night. And Hilton is sort of sitting there and waves us over. Coincidentally, where's the body?
I would imagine would have probably put it over the centaur.
Wouldn't it be completely rigid at this point?
Yes,
Mhm.
very much so.
I've got
The,
prestidigitation, so I could have thawed out the middle cubic foot.
The world planking champion. Yeah.
I mean, prestidigitation lets me heat a object.
A very
So-
small area, if I remember right.
Perhaps we should.
1 foot cube. So just the middle cube foot.
Okay, so he's
Fold it.
So he's a little bit floppy in the middle, basically.
Perhaps we
Wait,
should
wait.
tell the the person carrying the dead body to wait outside, and we get Helen to follow us out.
Okay, define outside for me.
Uh,
Is that outside the town, outside the tavern, or...
It'd probably be safe to leave it outside the town, and then we don't have to answer questions to the guards as to why we've got a corpse and no warrant or...
I mean, there's
wanted
usually
poster.
guards outside the gates if we're doing it outside the town.
Yeah. So we'd have left the body sort of just off the road, just outside town. We'll find her and be like, we've stashed the body.
Okay.
I mean, we'd have had like quite a long time to talk about this on the way.
Yes, you would have, yeah.
But I don't think walking up to a load of gate guards with a corpse is...
Oh no, that's pretty much what I was trying to make sure you weren't doing.
Yeah.
Okay then. Fair enough. She just sort of... She looks a bit confused for a second. It's like, so... He was the guy then?
Yeah.
Okay, and what's this report I hear about Torg's no longer operating? She was supposed to show up back here a couple of days ago, and there's been no sign of her.
Baden will sort of
there was
look
some
down.
There was some complications.
Baden will look down at his feet and kick a lump of snow and go, "She had an accident."
Like a naughty child caught in the act.
Yeah, pretty much. Every tell going in the book, and it's just that she had an accident.
Hillen is looking... I think perplexed is probably about the only word. She sort of says, "You realize this is something of a moral dilemma you've put me in, right? I mean, I asked you to go get rid of a murderer for me, and you seem to get rid of the murderer and I will admit, dodgy and unlawful merchant, but she didn't kill anyone."
She threatened to burn down the inn we were in.
And she was more than happy to, like, she quite explicitly, literally didn't care if one of her workers was, or one of her hirelings was going around murdering people.
Beef and counterfeit too.
She
Yes,
tried to
well-
kill us.
Well, when you've been in the business as long as I have, there's a big difference between a counterfeiter and a thief and a murderer.
And what about knowingly
She
sheltering a murderer?
She just sighs and sort of gives up a little bit. It's like, fine. Did any of the authorities or the speakers find out about any of this?
Not about him.
She raises an eyebrow at that and sort of tries to prompt you for more information.
So, what happened was we found the caravan and it was guarded by your man, and we dealt with him. In the morning, we confronted Helga, and she explained the situation, and we parted ways. Then we went on into town, got a bed for the night, and woke up in the morning, and she was outside the tavern, threatening to burn it down if we didn't come outside. And upon going outside, she attacked us, so we retaliated. obviously we did the same as we've done here. We've not come waltzing into town with a corpse, so the authorities have no reason.
Can I have
to
a deception roll, please?
I don't think I've said anything untrue.
I mean, you've left out details, and she has a background in investigation, so she is rolling insight versus this because she's not quite buying it.
Yeah.
She just like leans down a little bit. I mean, she's a dwarf, so compared to other people, there's not as much leaning down. But she leans right down and looks at you in your little lizardy eyes, and she says, "You're not telling me the whole truth. If you explain the situation to her and she was happy enough to let you leave, why would she come after you, wanting to burn down the inn you were in?"
We might have come across an unprotected hoard and made sure it was kept in a safe place. You can't just leave things lying around. Anybody could have took it. So we could just keep it safe.
Everybody could have took it, so we did. Oh fuck!
And I take it a merchant caravan showing up in the middle of a town in the morning caused something of a ruckus and perhaps drew some attention.
I mean, yes, we killed several people in the streets. Tends to cause a ruckus.
So,
right.
The whole caravan.
Yeah.
Well,
mean, you should have seen it. He turned into a bear.
Well, on balance, I feel this hoard, as you put it, will have been sufficient reward. I'm going to have to check my contacts and make sure the guard don't look too much further into this. I feel like you've caused me more of a headache than these murders in the first place.
Now, we went out of our way to do this job for you. We did it. Anything that happened alongside that is nothing to do with you, frankly. So, you know, a fair day's work. Fair day's work for a fair day's pay.
Look at it this way: there's one less murderer / serial killer wandering around doing bad things in the world.
Yes, and by the sounds of it, I've swapped that out for 4 more.
Also, she was found with a different corpse secreted in one of her wagons with no explanation. So, I'm sure you'll find you can send your contacts out to the town hall, and
my contacts are already aware of her bounty hunting side business, lizard.
Nobody found any evidence of bounty hunting.
And evidently you weren't looking as hard as you were for the hoard that you found.
We found it. It was unprotected. It was just there.
She looks over at Tobias and throws him a small pouch, since he seems to be the only one that's at least wise enough to keep his mouth shut.
Hey.
Tosses him as well. Okay. He's also the most normal looking out of the two that decided to keep their mouths shut. Is that fair?
That's racist.
Yeah.
He says with a bone skull helmet.
Yes.
Yeah, but
The- which I'm sure is perfectly acceptable in his culture.
So Tobias, she looks up at you, as being a dwarf and all. He says, "Look, I don't want to be hearing about you guys. That's half pay. You did get rid of a murderer. I'm not. The rest of this is just. Quite frankly, if I knew this was going to be the mess that you were going to make of it, I wouldn't have asked."
Hey, I mean, we generated a lot of goodwill in Bremen. We bumped up their economy. We're very popular there now.
Heroes.
She scoffs.
They might even build a statue of us.
She just her mouth closes and gets quite a sour look in her face, and there's disappointment and like a little bit of bitterness there. So it's like the sort of the you can't get good help these days sort of look, and just like just a dismissive wave of the hand and trudges back on into town.
Garvek's not going to let this drop. Hold on. You sent us after a normal run-of-the-mill murderer. This guy was teleporting around and summoning swords out of mist.
And it took it 2 ghosts to kill him, which is definitely not normal.
Yeah.
Plus that freaky thing going on with his
serious
eyes.
danger, all for you. And you're giving us half pay?
She doesn't turn on. She keeps on walking, like just ignoring your gibberings, which you're getting further and further away from her.
Wow, some people have no gratitude whatsoever.
What time of day is it, Phil?
Sure, late afternoon, early evening.
I suppose we should rest.
We need to gather intelligence at the many bars and bring Shanda, obviously.
You know that getting intelligence also requires you to not be drinking, right?
I do not recognise the validity of that statement.
Likewise, having intelligence in the first place lets you gather more. It's a bit like wealth.
And yeah.
Oh, why didn't you let Tobias speak?
Why didn't Tobias speak?
Why did a dwarf have to be racist?
That's just how they all are.
No. I'm just going to say for the future, if my character is randomly going to kill dwarf, this is the reason why, Phil.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, Garvek is already becoming quite suspicious of all dwarves now. He's been shortchanged by 1 and tried to be killed by 6 more.
Oh, short change? That's racist.
I'm shorter!
Still racist.
I have 2'3".
I didn't know they stack shit that high.
Anyway,
Sorry.
That's
he
probably
was
needed
off put by the 2-foot pile of shit.
I was going to say that's just passively ingesting all the bullshit coming out of your mouths. So yeah, what's the plan, guys?
Kill all dwarves? Oh no, wait, too soon. That's for later.
I think we
Only
might
would
as
tomorrow.
well I don't know. Do we just want to continue on? Continue traveling, or do we think
campaign?
it's?
Yeah, can we start again?
Yeah. How do we reload an early save?
Yeah, can we like save scum?
Try the other dialogue options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try not to
This
talk.
time we'll do it with some nude mods installed.
Yeah.
No, I mean head up to the town.
This building
the
here.
Talking
yes.
Moose.
That
Well,
building there. Okay.
What? No. It's
Can if you
Right.
want.
What does everyone think about having a rest tonight at like the North Look or whatever, and then going to Lonelywood tomorrow?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Good.
And then
We shall do that then.
We can ask questions in a
there
subtle
are-
way.
If there are any kobolds in the inn, Gava could be looking for the same group of kobolds that he heard talking about Lake Monster last time.
They're not there today. Presumably they went off to see the lake monster.
Those poor fools.
Yeah, why do you think there was a boat with a bike through it?
They
Just
got there
assume
quicker than us.
Some of the
Impressive.
fishermen got hungry.
I mean, you said a meaningful delay,
Yeah.
and they did leave before you.
Hmm.
Like they left about 3 hours before you, and didn't stop to murder hobo. I mean,
No, they were in a house. They weren't hobos. Oh, I see what you're getting.
It was self-defense. That
Yeah.
was supposed to be your answer. It was
We have-
self-defense.
We have witnesses.
fair enough. So, any intentions of intelligence gathering, or just a standard night at the inn?
I'll ask the
Keep
barkeep.
an ear out.
Ethela's going to be asking people about, Ravison and if they've heard anybody having a grudge for Bremen. Or just maybe even...
I'd ask the barkeep. No, Ravison.
I'll tell you it's free. Nobody has ever heard the name Ravison.
Okay.
I mean, you talk about it's really grudges against Bremen. They sort of say, there's a lot of competition for the fishing these days. So any of those lake towns, might hold a grudge. Could be anyone.
Could be a motive.
For the record, that means it could be either Lonelywood, Targos, or Tourmaline.
I've burned them all down.
In theory, anyone from any of those towns could hold a big enough grudge to cause problems for any of the others. Especially now that, it's a lot more difficult to fish, for starters, and everything's in a slightly shorter supply, to say the least. All right then. Let's have a 5-minute break, and then we'll get back on the road. So, what's the plan, guys? We're back to the road.
Did we have the long rest yet?
Yeah, if you want a long rest away, yeah.
I mean, are we gonna stay the night, or are we gonna go on the road and fucking do another all-nighter again?
We can sleep first this time, I suppose.
Yeah, we're in no rush.
There's no reason
It's
not
only a
to.
moose.
There's no reason not to do like a normal long rest.
Cool.
We're not in a rush.
Let's rest at the North Look then.
Cool. Fairly standard 2 silver a night. The Northlook isn't quite as accommodating. That's 2 silver for the room, and that's it. There's no breakfast for that one. There we go. Okay then. So back to the road.
Does anybody wants any supplies?
Oh, no.
Are you sure?
No, it's fine. Oh, did we use any rations or anything, Phil?
No, you haven't been out for a whole day out and spend it an overnight or anything like that. I'm assuming you left sort of around lunchtime, so you at least had a breakfast and a dinner. So
Fair enough.
I wasn't going to worry too much about it. Fair enough. So Bryn Chandler to Targos, 2 more hours, and Targos to Tourmaline.
I take it just cutting straight north, going off the path, isn't really an option.
Not really worth your time. I mean, you can. It's not really worth your time though, because you're off road, so it'll cut the travel time down.
Okay.
Or it'll jack it up, I should say. Your pace will be way down.
All right. I just wondered.
Can if you want, but
now if it's as quick either way, then we might as well take the road.
pretty much.
Have the easier walking.
Fair enough. Oh, there it is. So, heading along the road. Can march order, please?
I'm happy for 8th L to be out in front.
Okay.
Yeah, Rune could also be somewhere towards the front.
Middle of the pack.
I suppose near the rear. Tobias doesn't really care that much.
Yeah, same.
Sam's really enjoying all these little cursors darting around on the screen.
Use it like a Ouija board.
So you're walking along the road.
We've seen a nice, particularly picturesque view that we stopped to take in.
Pretty much. Moving right to left, of course. So yeah, just walking along.
Anybody know any songs?
Bethel probably knows more than a few sea shanties.
As long as it's from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I'm all on board for you.
Can I roll a performance?
You may.
Oh, that's pretty passable.
Oh, that is some good shanty.
Fair enough. Yeah. So sea shanties are hard. It's fairly reasonable. It's passable. It would definitely lift a couple of spirits. Hopefully not raise any. And yeah, just casually walking along. Just try to think there's reason to stop.
That seems like a pretty good reason to stop.
Was it?
Nah.
Okay. Oh yeah, passive perception. No, whisper.
Yeah, passive perception. What passive perception?
Finds a number that comes after 10.
Where does passive perception hide on these sheets?
It's in the brackets next to the modifier.
Okay.
So you got perception, wisdom, +1, brackets, 11.
Oh, I see. Right. Oh, mine's pretty damn good.
Oh.
Wow. I've got 19 passive.
Wait, what?
And anyways, in order to interrupt this conversation, I want to point out towards the others that there's a pair of owly eyes peering out at us. So, yeah.
Eyes? Oh, okay.
Yes, eyes.
Can
Like the big
I
ones.
roll to see what that be? Perception? If you're going to call that out, I'm going to roll a perception.
Mm-hmm.
No. Not good. Not so
Denado.
good. Eyes? Where do you see? I don't see anything.
I want to point out the how explain that?
Owls?
I'm just going to say that we're about to get ambushed. Yes.
Othel's
And
eyes
that-
narrow and she goes, okay, just to be on the safe side, she's going to make ready with her, hand axes.
I mean, I suppose I will point it out towards Estelle. Ethella?
Othella.
Ethella.
Just be
I
glad
will
we're
point-
not making you say Stath clear again.
Well, yeah, that is true. Although even though that you barely said it at all. But But can I point out towards Ethel the big boulder that is not a boulder? Because it has eyes.
Sure. I thought roll perception with advantage.
So this is me looking again.
Yeah, no, it's been pointed out. Yeah, it makes no difference. Still can't see shit.
Don't I need to roll?
Oh right, yeah, I suppose get a
Twice.
second roll.
Oh, for God's sake!
Yeah, I mean, there's a big rock up ahead, and there's a snowdrift. That's about it.
So
She's got. Nah, you're pulling my leg. Wait, rock with eyes? What?
you want to bet on it?
Are you just taking the piss now? Seems like you're taking the piss. Okay, so she's gonna. So is it this rock here? You mean?
Mhm.
So she's that's just a rock, obviously, and she's gonna go up to it and she's gonna hit it with the hand axes and go, see, it's just a rock. You're obviously pulling one of my many legs.
So wait a second. You are sure that there's nothing here?
Well, I'm literally actively going to hit this thing. So let's see what happens.
You want to bet on that because it's that rock, and I will point towards that direction. But do you want to bet on it? Are you sure that there's nothing here?
Sure, fine.
Fine, sure. Then the next round of drinks is on you. If there's if there's nothing here. Oh, if there's, you know how this thing goes. A round of drinks.
So can I roll to hit this thing?
Yeah, the rock. Yeah, go ahead.
It is this rock, right? Just double checking.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Oh, suddenly my vision has massively expanded, and that's not a rock. That's not a rock at all.
Do we?
Is that supposed to be moving around?
Yes.
Okay.
Because some of you don't even have the passive perception to notice it at this point. Because it's a bit snowy outside.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like where is this thing?
It's crazy talk.
What do you see? What do your orc eyes see?
Nobody's taken any actions, and it's stopped right up on you now. So I'm going to take an initiative roll, please.
I meant to only see 30 feet, Phil.
Yeah.
Estelle's going to turn around from the rock she's at and go, "But that's okay. So that's the thing. Okay, God damn it!
See, I told you, but you didn't believe me.
So you hear the screech of an owlbear.
Oh, brilliant.
And it's basically snuck right up on you.
What does that sound like?
It sounds like an owlbear, but
Obviously.
snowy.
But what do owlbears sound like? Do they hoot or do they like roar like a bear?
It's a bit of both.
I'd be like, hoorah! Hoorah!
There you go.
That's what an owlbear sounds.
Is he a fucking marine or something?
For the record, the owlbear started off over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I somehow missed it with a
Which-
passive of 19.
Which
That's some
It's why I
terrible active rolls.
is why I kept pointing towards that rock, but
Oh, I thought it was this rock. I didn't
I thought you
realise-
just saw an owl.
I literally couldn't see your marker up there. Okay. Anyway, too late now.
Very much so.
Honestly, when I see a token moving around and there's no narration, I think someone's made a mistake. That's why I didn't do anything.
yeah.
So with these mods, if you are clicked on your token and you can see it, your character should be able to see it.
Correct. So, Bethel, because you're distracted by that rock and have that lovely those lovely perception rolls, I'm going to give it a surprise round on you.
Yay!
I don't think there's much complaining about that.
No.
No.
I do at least have my hand axes out already, so.
So first with its beak, does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Cool.
Has it got reach?
Does an 18 hit? Yep.
Yes.
Yes. That'll be 9 damage.
Going down.
That's a little bit painful.
And then with its rather large claws. Oof.
Oh, I put that in the wrong place. I do not have, in fact, 27 out of 18 hit points. I have 18 out of 27 hit points.
Well, apparently you must have like startled it or something like that with the big horsey legs coming up at it, because it rolled a 1.
Okay.
And it's your go.
Well, I'm going to rage purely because now I owe a round of drinks. Nothing to do with being attacked by the bear. It's having lost this bet. It's just, that's not on. If I can find where that's hiding again.
You've got to try and kill it before he notices.
What? That before I noticed that there's an owlbear there.
Yeah.
How do I get it to... Oh, there we go. Just trying to figure out which bit to actually click on.
Okay. And that's your bonus action.
Yep, so that's one attack. I'm going to remember this time. I'm not getting my both, with my offhand attack as well.
Okay, roll the hit. That's a hit. Roll damage.
So does that incorporate rage now? I've attacked and I've toggled rage as a use.
No, not automatically. So.
Okay. I wondered if it was that clever or not, so...
I could probably make it that clever, but we'll not worry about it. Okay,
So
and damage.
That's...
Yeah.
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 Not bad.
Yeah. You get a hit in.
Okay, I think that's my turn.
Okay. You can pass your turn over in the combat tracker, so I don't have to do that all the time.
How on earth do I do that?
If you right click on the fist in the top right, it'll.
Oh, right click. Oh, end turn.
out,
Okay.
and then-
Yeah, I keep forgetting that's a... I'm so used to having on the message tracker thing.
Rather high pitch. Oh fuck! It's a bear. And, scamper back a little bit and just like, oh
Me, don't worry. Oh, sorry. Here you go.
yeah. Fuck.
Yikes.
Oh,
Oh, that
well,
was
that was disadvantage
this
rather
one,
than
so you did,
advantage.
yeah.
So,
We'll call it the 19.
Yeah.
Full damage. Fair enough. You've annoyed it slightly. Hold on.
Yep.
Paladin.
Cool. I'm not going to move back because I won't be able to see it otherwise. And draw my bow and shoot at it, I guess.
Go for it. That's a hit.
Target it, shouldn't I? And 9 damage.
Not bad. Sinks into it and gives off another sort of yelp of or acknowledgement of pain. I think might be more accurate.
Okay. And I can move. Oh yeah, I can still see it there. I'll move there, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Yeah, just gonna have another go at Thela. It's immediate target and all that. And with the beak, 18. I believe that's a hit.
Yep. Is resistance halving the damage?
Yeah, halved and rounded up, so that is 3 damage.
Okay.
With claws. 13?
That's not hit.
Well, there you go. Same sort of idea again. I'm guessing through the upkick of hooves must have sort of startled it again, but not quite as much. It was definitely more of a last sort of millisecond hesitation in the owlbear's part. Runic.
I heard somebody say that there was a bear, so I want to use my bonus action to wild shape into a bear.
Alrighty then.
just a regular, plain old boring bear, though. I mean, that's just weird.
Well, somebody said there was a bear, so then there has to be a bear here, right?
You can do up to...
Or a maiden fair.
I was going to say, what challenge rating can you go up to? One, right?
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. And from last time, a brown bear is challenge rating 1.
Why is it doing that again? That's weird, dude.
I don't know what he's doing.
There you go.
Yes. Then I will move to there, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay.
Where the and then I'll do my as my action. I'll do my attack, multi-attack. It is.
Give me the rolls.
Yeah, just did. Right. This is confusing.
14 hits. Ooh, nice. So yeah, you pissed it off. It seems to be a little bit more sort of primal this time around, and it's definitely turned to face you, Tobias.
I'm going to move away and I'll cast a good old Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
Oh, do I click on like to hit to roll?
Yep.
Okay.
16 hits.
And then this is
Very
plus
nice.
3.
Oh, I can tweak your spell so it incorporates that. But
Okay.
yeah. The owlbear's looking particularly hurt.
That's all I can do. Oh, end turn. Yep.
Cool.
Am I now that there's a bear opposite the other bear? Does that mean I have advantage now?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so I'll just keep up the attack then. Oh, no.
Kills do a test cast of that. I think it should work.
Okay, that dramatically missed, and then offhand.
Neither of them hit.
Such good rolls. Okay.
It says plus 0 on the damage still. 1d10 plus 0.
Okay. I'll check the modifier later then.
Oh wait, I was supposed to be rolling with advantage, wasn't I?
Oh yeah, you are.
Okay. I guess I need to like reroll both of those. Right, I'm going to say that probably hits. 22.
So if you see just before, just at the bottom of the text box, there's a hit and damage toggler. Now auto roll to hit or auto roll damage if you want.
Oh, okay, that's what that is.
Yeah, and then the there's a D20 plus modifier there. If you right click the D20 there, or yeah, if you right click that, it'll show that you can toggle advantage or disadvantage with that.
Ah, that also is handy, right? And this will be my second offhand. I'm guessing is a no. So what, 7? Yeah. 7 plus whatever.
Okay, give me the damage. Or give me the roll.
Oh, does it not show up in the...
Didn't for some reason you might have made it self roll or something.
Okay, that's weird.
Did you click the little eye icon? I don't know. And is the owlbear targeted? Double right click it to target it.
Okay, try that again. I tried toggling the hit thing. So that rolled a 15, but it doesn't actually show up in the...
Oh, okay.
So maybe don't have that toggled.
So that's weird. Nah, it's weird, like module interaction. Then don't worry about that. Just leave it off for now. I'll do some testing this week. There we go. 19 hits.
So 12.
Nice. Congrats. You sort of sink the axes in and finish it off. Didn't even get a chance to run.
Stupid owlbear costing me a round of drinks. Grrr.
The bear will be laughing.
She kicks the owlbear corpse for good measure.
Consider it kicked.
Can I, as a bear, give a shoulder pat towards Ethel?
You're probably just about tall enough.
Yeah. So give me an attack roll with claws.
Yeah, sure.
Roll low on damage.
Actually targeted the owlbear, but oh well.
You know what? Give me damage.
Sure.
It's a good thing I'm still raging.
So Rennick sort
yes.
of like goes up and sort of goes to like try and pat you in the shoulder. Good thing you're still sort of slightly raging.
Yeah. She just goes, "Oh, whoa there, buddy!"
Yeah, pretty much.
What's the claws?
3 damage. I'm gonna make that quarter damage. So yeah, you sort of nicked by the bear claws a little bit.
The bear will just look confused.
I'm just going to hold up my axes and go, "Don't make me trim those claws."
Cool.
Oh, before we do anything else, can I smell if there's anything else in the area?
Sure, give me a perception with the advantage.
If anyone wanted to pop a heal on Athela, by the way, that would be useful.
I will do later when I'm not a bear.
Okay. So there's no more claw-related mishaps. I can live with that.
Yeah. There's not even with advantage.
What about that's not prompting?
I forgot to click on it.
Okay. So yeah, you're pretty confident there's no more creatures in the immediate area.
Okay. The bear will not, and then it will transform back into an orc. A slightly smaller orc.
There we go.
Well, at least the surrounding area is clear. And I will give Athel and what the fuck is it called? And slap on the back again, but this time while casting Cure Wounds. Yes, sir.
Well, there you go. It's 8 hit points back.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
Takes me back up to, I think, what, 21? That's a bit better.
Cool. So you're about halfway to Tourmaline, and carry on for a couple of hours. No more incidents, luckily enough. And Ice has to pass through, so. I mean, do you want to stop off, or do you want to just like carry on?
What time of day is it?
I don't know. It's not much past lunchtime, I suppose. At this point,
Let's carry on.
carrying on it is.
Sounds like a plan.
Fair enough. And then turn line to Lonelywood is another couple of hours. Yep. So yeah, another couple of hours later. So it's like mid-late afternoon at this point, and you arrive at Lonelywood. Welcome to Lonelywood.
Are the trees actually still green, or?
Yep. On the way in, you see a few lumberjacks going about the business. There's
Are they
trees-
okay?
They are, yeah.
Are they wearing girly bras?
Not in this case, no. Or at
Okay.
least you can't tell because of all the cold weather gear that they have on.
Oh, that's fair enough. I mean, you wouldn't wear the girly bra on the outside. That'd just be silly.
Correct.
Now I'm really hoping I remembered the lyrics to that song correctly. Anyway.
So yeah, even just driving in town, you can tell this is a bit more industrial, shall we say, than any of the other ones you came across. Yeah, I would also say at a glance, you would say the people are a bit more on the dodgy side. A few of them definitely look like they've had harder lives and not necessarily up north. For the record, for those interested in the snowflake ratings, it's a 3 in friendliness, a 2 in services, and a 2 in comfort.
Okay, well, I wasn't expecting a 3.
And that is the symbol of Lonelywood. I assume that's come up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. The top triangle represents an icicle, denoting Lonelywood's northernly location. The bottom triangle is an ivory horn, representing the town's scrimshaw trade. And of course, the green is to represent the forest all around.
Pub?
Everyone else find it unusual that all these trees are still alive.
Well, depends on the kind of tree. If
Yep.
they're evergreens, then it would be entirely normal.
Correct.
Wait a second.
No, that's
How long has the because it's winter now, right? We're getting almost full days of darkness, right?
Yeah.
And how long has that been going on, or that's just the normal cycle?
2 years at this point.
So 2 years of almost full darkness.
Dim light most of the time, but yeah.
Color me impressed for those trees. Okay. But I don't know who suggested going to the pub before, but that's a good idea because Ethel owes us some drinks.
Ethel
Yeah,
sighs.
but she's using all of our money.
Fair enough.
I mean, technically, I still have some of my own money.
Oh yeah, true. Very true.
So yeah,
Alright, well,
pub
fine.
first.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. On the way by this house. Oh fuck's sake! I need to figure this out while I'm at it. This house here. There's a halfling sort of waving at you, sort of trying to get your attention.
Does anyone have any idea who that is? Friend of somebody's?
Looks like a tall fellow over there is looking to get our attention.
But we'll walk over, I guess, then, if nobody else is going to do anything.
Yeah, Thella will trail after.
Same.
Fair enough. So yeah, you're sort of walking up, and the sort of halfling, sort of middle-aged, he says, "Oh, hello. Are you new to town? I
Yes.
haven't seen you here before."
Thella just kind of deadpan goes, "No, we've lived here all our lives."
Oh, very good. If you're here, if you need somewhere to stay, you're welcome to stay here. I'm the speaker, Nimsy. It's the inn shut down, but you're welcome to stay here if you need to stay the night. And you're of course most welcome, especially if you're going to be contributing to the workforce. We're always looking for extra pair of hands around here.
Oh, are you short of workers at the moment?
Oh no, but the more help you can get, the better, right?
Nice.
Well, we've had many satisfied customers at the previous towns we've been at, so...
Oh,
Are you going to make me roll deception for that?
yeah, I am actually.
We're not murderers.
Just reminded of that bit from the first season of the League of Gentlemen. We didn't burn him. Just as the cop's about to go out the door.
Well, lucky for you, she's not trying too hard. I was going to give the roll anyway just to make sure.
Is that a crown you wear?
Yeah. Well, lucky for you, she's happy enough to take it face value at the minute. And says, "Oh, that's good to hear. Are you adventurers?"
Yes, I suppose we are.
Oh, we don't get many of those these days. I hope you're going to enjoy your time here. Oh, tell you what. So she sort of disappears for a second, and you see like some sort of halfling children sort of run around the place. Sort of catch, maybe it might be about 3-4 of them, and she comes back with a tray of freshly baked cookies, and it's if you need somewhere to stay, feel free to come back, and in the meantime, have a cookie.
Thella scoops up like 3.
Insight check. This whole situation.
Thella's already eaten the cookies.
What's wrong, Matt? You getting suspicious?
Yes, Phil. Yes, I am.
It's all above board.
Even the
Maiden
natural
is-
20.
Yes, everything is definitely above board. She's not a hag.
Funny you should mention hags.
Vaden's gonna look more like confused and perplexed as the conversation goes on, and goes, "Why is pub down?" Or no, like, what did she say? The pub's not.
The inn's not.
The inn's not what?
It's closed, or.
Oh, that's it. Why is inn closed?
Well, one of them is at least. It's the. Well, I'm just sort of like looks around, like some of the sort of kids are like sort of tugging at her for attention and this sort of stuff, and she says, perhaps a story after bedtime. That one. The tavern's still open, of course. If you sort of just take a right, at the end of the street and head on around, I'm sure you'll find it. But obviously, no rooms there, of course. But they do a decent brew.
What's the name of the guy we were looking for again? It's just gone out of my mind.
Rasputin or something. I've also forgotten.
Garvik hasn't.
Have we all
Rav-
forgotten? Razin something, right? Raisin, whatever.
Ravison.
Ravison, that's the fucker. I guess because they were
Maybe we
disaster,
don't want to like mention his name to every single NPC.
Well, it's a bit fucking late for that.
Yeah, he's right. Fucking lit for that. that particular thought.
Again, speaking up, Fadden is going to go. You know Ravison?
Friend of yours?
No.
Someone we wish to speak to in a more professional capacity.
Oh well, we've got plenty of professionals around here, past and present. I'm sure you'll find a professional around at the tavern. And she gives you sort of like a knowing nod.
Okay. Othello's going to return the nods and try not to look too confused.
Guys, I don't mean to.
Is she on about a fucking
I found a
gigolo?
fidget spinner.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Is she on about professional as in paid services of a intimate
Ladies
I
nature?
don't
of the
know.
night.
Roll insight, I guess.
And men of the night as well.
My
You've
insight is not
you've
dog
no
shit, but-
fucking clue.
I'm actually going to roll insight as well because I'm super confused.
What the Goliath said.
Okay.
Whatever. She still hasn't said it. Like, do you know him? Of him?
Oh, I haven't heard that name around here, but you know, people go by plenty of names around here.
Any druids around here?
Yes.
Not you.
Fuck's sake.
What?
She sort of smiles. I don't know. It's all been pretty quiet. Well, other than the moose, some of the lads are afraid to go about their jobs.
A moose, you say?
Moose.
Yeah. There's a. I mean, you know, we'll be dealing with it. The hunters haven't got it yet.
Has it been attacking people? That's unusual for a moose.
Does it talk?
Does it?
If they're like just
No.
elbows,
I
Fadden.
mean, no one's said anything about that. I mean, would you like to help? And she sort of proffers the tray of cookies at you again.
Othello grabs some more.
I don't know. Grab one and go.
These are good cookies.
Sure.
Oh, excellent. Well, you see, our loggers have been terrorized by this moose for a couple of weeks at this point, and it's so far eluded all the men who sent after it. And as I'm sure you've been able to tell when you walk in, we're rather dependent on the forest for our survival. And as town speaker, I really need to do my best for the lads and try and get rid of the thing. But it's pretty crazy, a dumb moose managing to evade all these skilled hunters for so long. Must be dumb luck.
How is it disturbing things?
I mean, it's killed people and it's killed some of the lads when they're out working.
Damn. Moose with a temper.
Well,
look special anyway?
Shrugs. It's a moose as far as I know. I can the bounty on its head's 100 gold pieces at the minute.
That certainly seems like it could be of interest to us.
Excellent. And I'm sure there's probably about maybe 3 or 4 cookies left in the tray, and she sort of gives it another little nudge your direction again.
Garvek will take a cookie.
It's fucking delicious.
Wait a second, isn't it also fucking huge for the kobold?
I mean, that certainly helps. The very particularly delicious cookie goes quite a long way.
Runic will also take 1 cookie.
Athila's had like 5 by this point.
Is there anything like strange about the cookie? Other than it being, is it like suspiciously tasty?
What's wrong, Matt? Is it not nice when someone gives the party delicious treats?
You've had no ill effects from those delicious pastries.
Likewise, you will have no negative effects from these delicious cookies. They're also in the shape of a halfling. Like, instead of like a gingerbread man, it's like a halfling man, right?
So it's just half a gingerbread man then.
So these are like polymorphed unwanted children or something, aren't they? I've played D&D enough to know when something's up.
I mean, the insight check didn't reveal anything, and I mean, if they are polymorph children, they're pretty delicious.
I don't know, guys. These are pretty damn tasty.
Wait. So wait a second. Has Garvek eaten his cookie yet or not?
He's halfway through it.
He's halfway through. Then
He's
Runic
starting
will
at the feet.
But shall we go for those rounds of drink that Ethel still loans us?
I suppose so.
I'm still amazed that you didn't see that owlbear.
I just rolled so badly. Oh well.
Fair enough. So yeah, I mean, there's a little. For fuck's sake, I need to fix this fucking issue.
Sorry, what was this lady's name?
Dimsy. Right?
Yep. Speaker Nimsy Huddle. Nimsy.
Nimsy.
Yep.
Shut up, Mimsy. Oh no, wait, that's a boss start.
So yeah, as soon as you get to the right here, there's a sort of fairly dilapidated signpost, and it's sort of pointing sort of down this way with the sign that says "in," and then a slightly fresher one pointing up this way that says "tavern."
I want to check out this inn.
I mean, we can also just return to the speaker and after drinks and see what she tells us then.
Hey, we might be able to club together and buy it.
What the fuck?
Fair enough. So you just go around the corner and you see what is pretty clearly an old inn. aptly named the Ramshackle. Looking through the windows, which some of which are broken, it's clearly being used for like lumber storage at the minute. There's sort of open top crates filled with logs, sort of running each end of the sort of main area, the sort of main sort of pub area, and is otherwise, closed up. A few boarded up windows, all that sort of stuff.
Well, I don't think we're going to get any beer here somehow.
No, I doubt it.
So, like, why is it closed? It's just...
We don't know, right?
You don't know, you haven't been told.
Let's head to the tavern, they'll know.
I mean, she
Can I look
pointedly
through the
didn't
windows
tell
or
you.
something?
Yeah, sure.
Can I see, like... What do I see?
Give me a perception roll. Yeah, there's some crates of firewood there. There's some they're sort of chopped all the way down to sticks. There's some which are sort of larger, uncut, well, only sliced up logs, but unchopped.
No, like, hole in the roof, blown out windows, fire damage,
No,
nothing?
I mean, there's a couple of windows that have got boards over them, presumably just from general sort of damage, but
I mean, that would be expected from its namesake, but...
yeah, pretty much.
There's, like, no indication of why it's closed, essentially.
No, especially not with that perception. Just with that perception check.
Is there anybody walking past?
No, I mean we're sort of we're on that sort of early evening once again.
Let's go to the pub then.
All right. So, heading on around the town, it's past a shop. It's this one here. The little, the classic sort of hangout sign that names it the Happy Scrimshander. And heading on around, seeing the sort of various fishing boats, various shapes and sizes. Some like a little bit bigger than what you saw in Bremen. This town's clearly a bit more, shall I say, kitted out. You arrive at the pub or tavern, the Lucky Liar. So, walking on in, I'm assuming. It's definitely filled up with fishermen and lumberjacks. You see, sort of random combinations of waders, dungarees, and various plaid shirts. You can clearly tell who belongs to which camp. You see, some people making sort of animated sort of chopping actions with some of their hands. Then there's a few of them here and there talking about getting fish this big with their hands, and the guy beside them going, no, but I got one this big, that sort of thing.
Sorry, is that output to everybody?
Yeah.
Didn't mean to.
But yeah. What's the plan, guys?
I thought I'd just simply said, I'd like a round of your very cheapest drinks.
Fair enough. You do indeed get a round of the very cheap, the cheapest drinks. They're fucking awful.
Gee, thanks if there are.
She grins and goes, "You're welcome."
It's a shame I can't transform into a bird yet, but cheap.
Baden wonders if you can dip his arrows in it to do extra damage.
It's fucking close.
How much does this set me back? This magnificent munificence upon my part.
Well, I think that's going to set you back. Where did the fucking thing go? That full round is going to cost you 1 silver.
Okay.
That's how cheap and shit this is. For reference, guys, a standard run of the mill like mug of ale is 4 copper pieces. So this is pretty much half price.
Okay, I just bought everyone a round of budget, not even Buckfast, the stuff that's worse than Buckfast somehow.
The dregs from the collection.
Oh,
Not even. This thing's got like even less alcohol content than that. In fact, it's got almost no alcohol content, and you're pretty sure there's fish involved somewhere in the process.
like alcoholic Worcestershire sauce.
It's not bad.
It is.
I'm a kobold.
Oh no! But
Wait.
even for you, it's
Oh, God.
bad.
No. Wait a second. Did Garvik actually say that it isn't that bad?
Yeah, he did.
Then can I just pour my stuff into Garlick's glass? Just top it off.
There seems to be some sort of weird
Thanks.
like separation going on in the liquid. There's definitely some bits which are probably a little bit more dense than like an ale really should be, and then there's some bits which are like almost evaporating off the top. It's some funky shit.
Is
But
there
you're forgetting what I'm doing in the background. Mine tastes delicious.
I'm gonna go to the barman and ask. Why is Ramshackle closed?
Bar lady, thank you very much.
Landlord then.
Yes.
Landlady.
So like, eyes you up and eyes you down, and look, looks quite seriously at you and say, "Fucking hanged himself."
Why?
Shrugs.
Big
I don't
sad.
know. Shrug back and
I tell us gonna sort of wince slightly, lift up a mug and go, maybe you drank some of this stuff.
fuck's sake.
Pointy deck save.
Okay. Oh, that was ability. Hang on, how do I do a save? Shouldn't it give me the option of whether I want it to be a save or a...
The saves on the one of the sides of the.
On the right side of decks.
Oh,
A
okay.
little +1 on the right. One of the sort of like, I suppose like a steak knife of some sort gets embedded in the window pane behind you.
Okay.
I'm gonna
In the window
buy.
pane.
Oh, like the frame, sorry.
I'm gonna buy a mug of the average stuff for myself.
While Avila is dodging out the way of a steak knife, I'm going to just sort of reach over, touch her mug, and make it taste even worse.
Nice. Just for curiosity's sake, give me a stealth check.
Should I be doing or this be about against my passive, I guess? Ooh.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I wasn't trying to be particularly stealthy.
Oh no, that's fine. It's more just as a general. Yeah. You see Garvik sort of reach over and touch your mug.
She kind of narrow-eyed looks at him, looks down at the mug, looks at him, takes a sip, and starts coughing.
Yeah, that'd be pretty accurate. Yeah.
While all this is going on, I guess Tobias would slide his mug over to Garvik, who but the only thing Tobias can see is Garvik enjoying it. So I guess he thinks Garvik actually genuinely likes it without any wizardry involved. So he slides his mug over to Garvik, and he's going to go over to the nearest group of lumberjacks to ask some questions.
Are they okay? Sorry, that's the last time. Promise.
It's all gone very quiet.
Yeah, I was like checking my audio and stuff. It went suddenly dead
So listen, when Tobias goes over, he hears the guys talking about what I just fired you there. That's pretty much what you hear before they sort of turn around and notice you. And it's like, all right, look here, you just get a new boy in town. I don't know if that accent was going, but whatever.
What?
That was weirdly local, but also not. something new boy in town.
We'll carry on with the accent now, Phil. You'll lean straight into it.
I'll need to find it again. I sort of started it and then lost it.
Like Lonelywood Scots.
That's it. Yeah.
So Tobias would come over all friendly and smiling off for handshakes and say, "Greetings, lads. Name's Tobias."
Oh, look, there's even polite. And one of them sort of kicks out like a stool that was sort of sitting under the table, and sort of it ends up sort of vaguely in your direction.
Okay, yeah. Tobias would go to sit on it, making sure that they're not going to try and he put his hand down on the stool and then sit on it, making sure that they're not going to pull it out from under him as a joke or whatever.
Yeah, you see one of them sort of elbow the other because they notice you sort of being a little bit paranoid and.
That's just more the kind of bar where they throw steak knives at you, apparently.
Yeah. I was going to say, sitting down, you immediately notice that they don't exactly seem like the outdoorsy types. Just sort of like at a glance, you might sort of expect to see these guys. Just the general sort of look and the way they hold themselves, but it would be more akin to the sorts you might find. I don't know, around a sort of shady tavern in like Waterdeep discussing heists or the what the fence got them, that sort of thing. They're a bit shady would be a good way of putting them. But, they're all dressed up in honest clothes and seem to have all the splinters and sort of hardiness that would come from working an honest outside job chopping wood. It's a bit of a weird sort of mix of traits you don't normally see.
Okay.
Dishonest people doing honest work.
Yeah, I get you. Tobias will lean forward slightly, lower his tone a little bit to something more serious. He would ask, so I've heard some things about a moose. What do you guys know?
Oh, you here for the reward?
Maybe. Not specifically, but it's an incentive at least. It's not specifically why we're here.
Yeah, all right. I see. It's keep cards close to your chest. Yeah, okay. And they slide you over a drink of some sort. It didn't appear, even from the brief glance you got. There's nothing this color along the back of the bar. Let's put it that way.
He'll take a sniff of it.
It's definitely some sort of alcohol.
They're trying to rehypnol me, aren't they? I want to detect thoughts of the guy who slid me the drink.
Sure. Let me double check. That works again. Sure. It's my thoughts are a little bit swimmy. Clearly had a bit to drink, so it's definitely not the sharpest thoughts you've ever. You're peering directly into at least a slightly drunken mind. But you're not sort of you're not seeing any particularly negative vibes, and there seems to be a lot of emphasis in. He seems to think that drink's going to put you in the floor.
Just because it's strong, not because it's like malicious.
Yes, just because it's strong.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I guess after detecting nothing malicious, Tobias will take a taste, and then you'll see how it tastes at least. If it's how does it taste?
It's some sort of moonshine.
Oh joy. Whatever. Yeah, he'll take a mouthful and put the cup back down just for appearance's sake.
Just for pure interest, kind of a con save. not as a.
I hope you've got blind sight.
I was going to say, unless it's a 1, nothing's really going to happen. Oh, like a champ. Yeah, and you don't even cough it down or anything, straight down. You took that a shot of it better than most of these guys have been, and you get a couple of sort of appreciative, sort of low key nods, and the sort of detect thoughts sort of gives you hear a little mental bump of approval as such. So yeah. And the guys are going, well, see, if you was here to get rid of whack the moose, it would be doing us a favor. We've lost out in a particularly good patch of the forest after the killed Mitch there, but the guys that the speaker sent out after them, after it hasn't gotten anything for us in the last couple of weeks, and we're having to feed them dinner every night. So if we could lose a few hunters and take a moose out of the picture as well, that'd be pretty cool. Weirdly enough, I just while that sort of tech thoughts are kind of handy. There is a weird respect for the speaker, despite being from even just your perceptions of sitting around this bar for an hour or two, literally the most honest, like straightforward person in the place. All of these rather crooked folks have an appreciation for.
I could be very honest, but deep down I sense some kind of con going on there, but whatever. So in response to these guys, Tobias would ask, so what do you know about the moose itself? Do you know where it is, where it's struck in the past? Do you know anything about it?
The sort of look at each other and sort of give they give you directions to like a spot in the forest, but it's given in sort of terms that only they would really know. Being local, it's it's quite vague. Just sort of listening to it, it's very vague. But they're all sort of nodding at each other, and it's very as far as they're concerned, it's perfectly accurate instructions. It's head on in sort of 5 minutes, and then as soon as you see the notch tree, you take a left, not too much of a left though, and then just that sort of instructions that make perfect sense to them. I mean, you've got a vague sort of direction from it, I suppose, but you doubt you'll be able to get the results they would from the instructions.
Okay, so it'd be like a Frenchman not really knowing where the apples and pears are then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Tobias visibly appearing confused, sort of like hold his hand up before they finish explaining, and he'll say, "Look, fellas, I don't really know the local lingo, but I can make it worth your while if you take us straight to that moose." He'll take out one of the uncut gems from the lockbox and hold it up for everyone to see.
This is probably the first point where you've seen some like genuine sort of greed in their faces, and one sort of swallows a little bit, and
Tobias would reinforce his point by saying, "Only if you can take us straight to the moose. No moose, you get nothing."
Sort of they look at each other, and apparently still like at least a little bit impressed by the heroic swig of their moonshine that normally puts people on the ground. They say, "Look, we don't know. Some of the hunters that have tracked it have been on its trail for hours and hours, and then so all of a sudden it's morning, and they still haven't come any closer to finding it."
So it attacks at random then?
From what we can tell.
Is it annoyed at lumberjacks specifically? Or is it just they're the closest people to it?
We think it's anyone that goes into the forest.
Okay. How close has it gotten to the town in the past?
The sort of shrug. Could it came closer? Could it? We're not really sure. It hasn't been seen in town or directly around town. It's definitely sticking to the forest, I think the way to put it.
Okay. Well, chaps, if that's everything, thanks for your time. Tobias is going to stand up at this point. He'll take out a one single gold piece and put it on the table in the center, just as a thank you.
Oh, they look very very appreciative of that, and that's and then they sort of shout, "Hey, one more round!"
Giving him like a raised cup of his moonshine, he'll say, "Have a good night," and he'll return to the rest of the party. He will also give this this cup of moonshine to Vaden specifically.
Hmm.
And you'll say, "There you go."
I'll drink it.
That's con save, please.
Oh!
Lovely.
That did not go down well at all. That is some strong shit.
It's at this point that Tobias will I guess everyone's together. So Tobias will relay what he just heard from the locals. There's a moose nearby. It attacks seemingly at random. It doesn't like people going in the forest. That's basically it. No one really knows where it is. Hunters have spent days trying to find it and haven't found it. But I'm sure we can, seeing as we have a druid and a wizard. We can come up with something. And everyone likes the speaker, by the way, as a side note.
That's always good news.
Understandable. The cookies are fantastic.
Okay, we have an animal to hunt, but we don't know where it is, or where it goes, and when it decides to go.
We might have to head out and let it find us, perhaps.
I mean, depends on how big the area is that it can be in. If it's relatively small, maybe one of the wild ships can help out.
Garvek will turn to Runuk and go, where? Could you not just, like, turn into a lady moose?
That has the potential to go very wrong.
Garvik will look at Runuk will look at Garvik and be like, no.
So Lonely Wood itself is about 8 square miles.
Right, it's not too big then.
Wait, just blow your horn again, Vadim. What's the range on that thing?
So I was thinking 600 feet.
I would also stipulate that you'd have to at least see the moose in the first place. The lake monster, you knew it was there because it was bumping your, your boat, and you had a vague idea of roughly where it was. But simply going, oh yeah, I'm gonna go for the white moose. It doesn't really
It's
work.
white.
Well,
Haha, he let slip.
I could have sworn that it told you that.
No,
of
you
your
haven't.
No,
guns
I
are
even
revealed.
asked if there was anything special about this moose, and you said no.
Oh right, sorry, no, it's white moose. Yeah, that's the weird thing about it. Sorry, I thought I mentioned that ages ago. That's why
No.
I hadn't
We've only known that it's like a talking moose, and we now know that it attacks people. We never heard that it was white.
We've only heard that a rumor is that it's a talking moose.
Oh, the
Mhm.
rumor, yeah. We don't even know if it talks. So Tobias would ask Runuk, can you imitate a moose in calling?
By the way, feel free to assume somebody's told you it was white moose along the way. That's a mistake on my end. That definitely would have been mentioned.
Okay.
That's a good question. I don't even think that I can see it.
Can you
No.
track
Then-
animals?
Then
Runuk?
it's obvious. We need to get some horns from somewhere and dress up a fella.
I can speak with animals.
Some white paint too.
Tracking spell yet. So the best bet I have is using the shape of a wolf or something like that to try to find it with sound as well. I think I have any.
That's a good idea. So Garvek would sort of click his fingers and his handy dandy familiar will appear next to him. I need the stat block though. Fox. I'm pretty sure he's got keen hearing. Yes.
So what's our best bet then? Are we just going to wander around the woods for the rest of today?
And you said it was like late afternoon, early evening, didn't you, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
And it's been has it been attacking hunters or is it just anyone? It was anyone,
Basically
right?
anyone, yeah.
And we didn't find out if it was in like a specific area of the wood or anything.
Nope, it attacks at random. The people said.
Then
Maybe
we need to be equally rounded.
yeah, or maybe the speaker knows something more.
Yeah, that seems to be the last
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, we if it's like past bedtime, if it were, we should probably.
Yeah, we won't see shit in the woods.
No, but I mean, she said like, no, it's time story for after bedtime. So, and we've got to go there anyway to like sleep if we're gonna sleep anywhere. So,
Sure. Okay, well, let's go
Well,
find the speaker.
I'm gonna say for what it's worth, tomorrow is a half moon, and the next night is a half moon, so you'll be able to see quite handily if it goes on. Would be the next day would be quite a good day for a hunt because it's going to be basically the same brightness all day long.
yeah, we're not.
There won't be like a nighttime as such.
Okay, well, tomorrow then we can go find the speaker to talk to in the morning, and then we can, in theory, just spend the whole day in the woods.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay, so you head on back to the speaker's house, and Nimsy opens the door again. He's like, "Oh, you're back. How's the tavern? Hope you're made feel welcome."
Yes.
Apart from a slight
are,
knife
thank you.
incident.
We have one or two questions for you about a moose.
Of course. I mean, I can tell you what I know.
Very well. We simply, well, it relates to other business. We don't necessarily need to kill it, but we need to know where it is. Do you happen to know any more information than the locals? Because they seem to not know anything about where it dwells or what causes it to attack, for example.
Well, nobody really knows. I mean, we sent the hunters after it, and they haven't, been able to come up with much for it. I mean,
Did they encounter it?
they've seen it a couple of times, but it seems to be smarter than the average moose, and it's quite difficult to spot. Being white. I mentioned it's white, right?
No, you haven't. This is it's a white. Ah,
I suppose
This
yeah,
changes
quite
everything.
peculiar.
that
if we go looking, it will find us.
I mean, I don't really know, to be honest.
Hmm.
I mean, I suspect it might. I don't know. It could be protecting its territory, perhaps, or I don't know. I'm afraid I've left that sort of business to the hunters, and I've put faith that the they'll get rid of it, and the town can go back to its broader efforts to pull in good lumber. Nobody really wants to stray too far from town at the minute.
Tobias turns to the rest of the party in case anyone else has questions. That's a no then. Yeah, Tobias would turn back to the speaker and say, well, that's all we have, thank you. Tomorrow is an ideal day to hunt the thing, so we'll likely be in the woods from dawn till dusk.
Oh, fantastic. I must really want that reward. And, I mean, if you get it, of course, of our utmost gratitude.
Sure, why not?
I dare say you could probably sell the carcass to the local butcher for a bit of extra cash.
We'll have to see what happens tomorrow, I suppose.
Of course, of course.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, okay. Good night.
Cool, then either more drinks or to bed, I suppose.
Where exactly are we going to sleep, though?
Didn't she offer for us to sleep there?
Yes, she did.
Did she did?
Yes.
What? I thought. Oh, I completely misunderstood then. Okay, then before she closes the door, so I say, wait. May we take you up on your offer of lodging?
Oh, of course. Yes.
Wonderful.
I was wondering where you're going to sleep there.
Sorry, I apologize. Something slipped my mind.
You know what? We'll just call it there for tonight. That was a lot more faffing than I was anticipating.
Come on
very
now, you
poorly
know
today.
us. You know us. How? This is. I don't know. How are you surprised?
Oh no, I was expecting faffing. I wasn't expecting that much. I was expecting to be here about an hour and a half ago. Oh well. Shockingly, no level up from that.
Aww.
Oh,
But I ate 5 whole cookies.
but that would help. That would give me the spell to locate the animal.
We killed an owl bear.
Yeah, and
That's like 1,000
And-
XP, right?
I mean,
And like
owl
6 dwarves the session before.
I'll tell you for free. The other thing I rolled from your random encounter would have wiped you. So you'd be thankful you had an owl bear.
Do we get to know, or is it just going to remain mysterious?
Oh no, that's I can
We'll
say
find
that.
out.
Yeah, you'll find out at some point.
Okay.